Welcome to Soul Tribe Search Party, your go-to space for real talk, deep reflections, and unfiltered life moments. I'm your host, Breezy, and here we keep it raw, soulful, and authentic. Hit that subscribe button, and let's dive in. Hey y'all, I just wanted to check in and check the temperature. Honestly, I was just on my way home and I just started to feel very heavy all of a sudden. Like I've been okay, just in all aspects of my life. And actually, to say okay is an understatement. Everything is actually working out for me, like, perfectly. It really is. And it is crazy that my nervous system is just not allowing me to be in that bag. And it's so sad because I feel like a lot of us have thrived in chaos for so long that we honestly do not know how to really take on calm, take on peace. Like, I am just constantly being hard on myself, and oh my gosh, I don't want to be like that anymore, but it's so hard not to be like that. And it's like each time you unlock new things and you're like, damn, I really don't have to do anything right now because life is fucking good, bro. Life is good. I don't have to worry about anything. But it's like when you open up that mindset, the shadow work of that next level is like, oh my gosh, damn, bro, shit. Like, really, that is how it feels. Like, this shit is no joke. No joke. It's no joke. And, like, yeah, I am completely uncomfortable with where I am right now. I am uncomfortable because I am so secure. Isn't that so crazy to think about or, to say? But my nervous system is already like, yep, now let's focus on this. Let's focus on this. Like, bro, no, let's just chill. Let's just chill. I really want to enjoy this moment right now. And then it's like hard to not see, like, y'all, I had to start just making sure that each day I'm checking in with myself. Not saying that I wasn't doing that, but you got to do that even more than usual because, I've been allowing myself to doom scroll on TikTok, now that I'm creating more, which I had to tell myself, like, bro, you gotta be able to post and then get off and just not give a fuck about it anymore. Because now the more that you're posting, the more you try to stay around and you're scrolling and then you're getting into the dramas of the world. And that shit does not feel good, bro. It does not feel good. I just find myself more invested in the drama that I see on my timeline to where I'm like literally like feeling the shit. Like, for instance, I don't know if you guys are on TikTok or whatever the case may be, and I don't even really want to talk about it, but for being transparent, I will. But there has been a content creator on TikTok who I don't even follow her. But one of her videos did come across my For You page, and I liked it. Personally, I liked it. I thought she did very good in the video, and it kept me, like, interested in watching the full video, And it was just her dancing. And since that video had came across my For You page, there has just been an abundance of negativity surrounding it. And the crazy thing is just like myself, I know that these people do not know her personally. Like, nobody knows anyone personally. But for some reason, like, she is just being bullied. She is being attacked over things that are like, you guys are trying to fake justify, your reasoning for why you're being so hateful, but there's no justification. Like, people are trying to go out of their way and be colorist and, if that's the right word, but it is darker skinned black women, because the girl is light skinned, okay? But it is darker skinned black women that are attacking her and like talking about how she's not black, she shouldn't be doing this dance and da 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 da. And I'm like, this is just crazy, because people forget what we even use social media for. Like, artists create music all the time, and half the time people haven't even listened to the fucking song, but somebody might have did a dance to the motherfucking song, and now you jigging out to the song because the person, like, the dance came across your fucking timeline. But, like, they're trying to go in on this girl over stuff like that, too. Like, you're not the originator of the dance. You need to be given kudos. Like, it's just over the moon extra. And it is to the point where my ass be on there commenting, like, when I be seeing hateful comments. And I told myself, like, I don't want to do that. I don't. Like, as much as I feel like it is wrong, and like, I do not condone bullying. I do not condone that shit at all, and I don't have a tolerance for it. So, and that is literally the only reason why I'm really speaking on it, because I don't like to see that shit. I don't like to see people being mistreated and bullied like that. So I found myself getting too emotionally involved, and I had to tell myself, like, remember, you don't know any of these people. So then, yeah, I started to, like, when I see stuff, like, okay, well, first off, I am trying to weed myself off of, like, picking up my phone and scrolling on TikTok. But now I'm trying to, like, take a deep breath when I see a video and just let it go, right? And honestly, I feel like it would be a different scenario if this was, like, happening in person. But I feel like where I'm letting my energy get drained is off the strength of what I'm seeing on social media. And social media is not real. It's not. And as much hate as I can see on fucking TikTok, she probably doesn't experience any hate on her day-to-day because she is doing her own thing. And that's the thing, too. Like, I don't see her respond to nobody in the comments or anything like that. So I'm like, especially, why would you go out of your way to go back and forth with people? There's no point. Because at this point, it's people trying to figure out who's right and who's wrong, and it's like, it just needs to be like, no. You gotta be able to have a real conversation about some shit like that. Because there's no winning. You're just gonna be going back and forth with people, and then that's when shit is just real egotistical. And yeah, that's just what it is. But yeah, I've just been emotionally involved in external world things, and I'm like, I just want to release that. I am tired of that shit weighing on me, especially like the way of the world too. I have seen like some stuff pop up on my TikTok, and I do try to scroll past it, but stuff is still gonna stick in your mind. It is. Um, and that's okay. As long as you recognize that this is separate from you. So you don't have to take that on and make it be your own, right? Um, but I do try to be present and grounded in things that are going on without letting myself get involved, because that's all I can do. You can't stress about the things that you can't control, but the things that you can control is very much so like your environment, yourself, and your mindset. So that's all that you can do. That's all you can do. You can't control what the next person is going to do. You can't even control your own kids. You can't. And speaking of that, like, that was one of the comments I had seen on TikTok under a video where, dang, I wish I could remember exactly what it was talking about. But the girl had said that all she got out of her relationship with her parents was obedience to their control. And I'm like, that's so crazy, because a lot of us were raised that way. Like, yes, that did call for a lot of us to be decent as human beings, but I felt like if you're going to be a good person, you're going to be a good person regardless, But a lot of people try to take credit for that as to, like, well, the only reason why you are who you are is because of me. And it's like, actually, no, it's because of myself, because through all of the trials and tribulations, I still made a decision to go this way. It wasn't nobody else that held my hand and walked me through some shit, if I'm being honest. But I do feel like that is going to be my hardest thing to truly understand as it pertains to being a mom now. And I really do try to practice with my son, like, my patience and not trying to control him, or not try to put my own beliefs onto him. I definitely want him to experience the world for himself. Obviously, I am his earth guide, so I do want to try my best with my feedback to him and the things that I say. But it is hard. Like, even practicing with your fucking dog, because when you really reach that level, then you understand that dogs get the same treatment too. Like, dogs have souls. You cannot treat your dog any kind of way. That's why people really don't be deserving dogs, because they get a dog to treat it like it's beneath them. And your dog is not beneath you. Nothing is beneath you, if you didn't know that. Not even your own kids. So, when you're expecting your kids to do what you tell them to do, they're not going to. I mean, for one, their brains are not even wired that way. And we take it personally as if it really is, and they're doing shit in spite of you. But it's like, no, a lot of times they don't even know why they're doing shit, and that's real. But that is a hard concept, and honestly, whew, I just pray that I am ready for that phase, when it gets there. Because I just want to be able to provide the best support. And, we've all been kids before. Nobody was ever, like, they didn't have a moment where they're like, they don't want to be rebellious. You're rebellious because it's like society says this is the rules. And you're like, shit, well, what happens if you're on this side of the rules, though? That seems fun. Just a little bit. So you have to also remember that too. That you were still going to do stuff regardless of what the direction was. But I don't know. It's a hard one. So anyway, like I said, I have just been heavy lately, just because life is lifing, and I am trying to teach my nervous system that we do not have to thrive in chaos anymore. We do not have to show everybody how we are the fucking Wonder Woman of the world and we can carry any weight on our backs. I release it. I have literally picked the weight up and gave it back to cinders. And I say cinders because there's always more than one person that tells you. Return it all. Return it all. You don't have to take on anybody's energy at all. Not a single soul. You can have a healthy boundary that protects yourself and your energy. And you are your life master. Like, what's so crazy too is, like, even on my way to work, I'm like, yep, actually, I don't even need to worry too much about work because I know that maybe one or two people will be sent home, right? And I'm literally having this dialogue with myself in my head. But I am saying, like, how the night is gonna go for me at work. Just for it to go exactly how the fuck I said it was gonna go. Because I said, actually, I don't have to work today. I am perfectly fine to not go to work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in there and I'm going to be the one that's sent home. And even though the odds may seem low because, if somebody else wants to go home too, then you have to work with that energy too. But it's just crazy how my superpower was like, yeah, we don't give a fuck though because we finna do this. And we did. To the point where I'm driving home and then my nervous system is having a meltdown because it's like, bitch, we really did that. We are going home. Yeah. Now what are you gonna do? Like, you don't have nothing else to do with yourself but panic for the rest of the day and be in your head. Like, girl, you better go home and not do shit. You better go home, lay in the bed, stare at the ceiling. You deserve it. You deserve it. Because life can be nothing sometimes. It is so crazy for us to grasp that concept, but literally nothing but stillness. Just like we just sat there together. Stillness, silence. You should try it sometime. But anywho, thanks for sticking it out with me while I drove home and you guys listened to my problems. But I don't know, you guys should interact with me more, because people always give me feedback personally, but y'all should just leave more comments and make it more of an open dialogue. Also, if there's like something that you want me to talk about, or if you want to have a discussion with me, that would be cool. Because I do want to have people on my podcast. I just don't really know what kind of people to bring on because I don't like to force conversations. So if I don't necessarily have something to talk about with anybody, then I'm like, that's cringe. I don't want to do that. You know? Because I feel like podcasters usually just like bring on popular or, famous people, but I don't really care about any of those people. I would rather, you know, uh, talk with people that are doing shit, people that got compounds, people that, are living a soft life, not compounds again, but off grid, shit like that. People that are doing things that I am working towards as well. So yeah. Anyway, until next time.
That's a wrap for today's episode. If this resonated with you, don't forget to follow, share, and connect with me on YouTube, TikTok, and my website can be found in my bio. Let's keep the convo going.